Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. I wanted to show you a little bit about people are always giving me yarn. And then I also have balls of yarn left over from different projects. And it's like a lot easier if you take baggies, like these are the gallon baggies, and put the yarn in the baggies. Otherwise, the yarn gets all tangled up. It comes unrolled and gets all tangled up into the other colors. But if you also put all the colors, organize your yarn and put all of your colors together like I have, and have a baggie for each color, then you can see what you have. Now, I do a lot of pictures, and I'm constantly putting balls of yarn, into smaller balls, because I put them in these things. So the ball has to be small enough to go into these things here. And then, of course, this is so much easier, guys. I got this on Amazon, okay? And it keeps your balls separate, and it won't go everywhere. And I love these. I've got 2 of these that I actually do. Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Design. Hang on, sorry about that. Okay. All right. Where am I at? All right, sorry. I'm like trying to download videos at the same time as doing this. Anyway, so what I do then is I take these balls of yarn and I put them, like, I'll take these and put them in balls. These is like different yarns that people have given me, but I'm trying to put all of my yarns in the bags. It's like this one. This blue one can go in this blue bag. That way I keep them from tangling up with each other as well. Like, look at this mess. So, trying to get the yarn out. Here we go. So then you can just zip it up and put them all together in another container. And then that way, whenever you're looking for certain colors, it's a lot easier to do that, to look for the different colors. Just go to your container of balls of yarn, and then you can put like all the variegated yarns together in one, or or you just put them together in another container. But I've got these kind of variegated, and then I thought, well, we can do pastel variegateds together, and just put pastel variegated. And then I have this variegated yarn that can kind of go with this. So you just never know what you could do with these yarns. And then if I don't use them, here's some more of these. If I don't use them for pictures, then I can use them on smaller projects like eyeglass holders or coasters or anything like that. You can kind of use them on smaller projects, or you can tie them together to make a super ball, and you could use the super balls to make big blankets, so there's just several different things, because everybody's like, well, what do I do with all this extra yarn? But it can be used for something. You just never know what you might come up with, and instead of like, oh, I don't have that color, maybe I should go shopping. Well, let's check your stash first and see if you have colors that, well, here's a red ball. I have a red, and just see if you have anything that you can use up. Well, depending on how big your project is, of course. You know, if you're getting started on another blanket, then you're going to need more yarn than what is in these balls probably, unless you put them together in a super ball and you decide that you just want to make a multicolored blanket. And I'm telling you what, those blankets are probably more beautiful than any blanket that you might do by switching colors on and off. And all you have to do is just put them all together in a super ball and just crochet it up. You know, and so that's fun too, especially if you're sitting in front of the TV and watching TV and you want to do a little bit of mindless crocheting, you know, and just it's relaxing, I guess I would say. It's like relaxing crocheting, you know. But oh my goodness, all these colors. And I have a lady at work that if she doesn't like to keep her ends, her odds and ends, or she doesn't like a yarn that she doesn't like, she gives it to me. She just brings it over. She goes, "Can you use this yarn?" I said, "Of course, I can always use yarn." So anyway, I have bags of yarn that I've got to do back there, and I figured today would be a good day to do that. Well, these colors would go together. So kind of just put colors together that you think that might go together. And here's some yellows. And I think I've got to get everything together in one bag because I have another bag of yarn down here. See, there's another bag of yarn that I have. I just threw it in bags as I was getting done with projects. There's another red ball I could put with this red. And I'm just trying to organize this yarn a little bit. So I could put this with the red, and even if it's different reds together. And then I have a bag of yellow. Look, I got this bag of yellows and golds too, that I could probably use to make a baby blanket. And I just found a couple more yellows. And so now it looks like I'm going to have to probably separate the golds from the yellows because I have so much yellow now. That would make a really cool baby blanket because it looks like that I have dark, medium, and light in there. And what was that one baby blanket that we did this year? I'm trying to think of what it was with the blocks. You have to add the white blocks in between, but it was like 3 different colors. So yeah, it's nice just to make up some baby blankets and put away in a container in case somebody needs a baby blanket or you want to sell them, which I do on my online shop. So I thought that today that I'll just sit here and just make balls of yarn and put balls of yarn together and just put it all together in these baggies and put everything in this bag. Put all the baggies in this bag. So there's another baggie in here of brown yarns. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing today. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.